This is Kevin Tattersall. He's the project manager at the Dome Mountain Gold Mine project up in Smithers, BC. Kevin's very knowledgeable about the project because it's him and his family that started this project about a dozen years ago. Very familiar with all the ins and outs of the Dome Mountain Gold Mine project. Let's have him walk us through the site.
This is the sediment control pond, and this is the mine water that drains out of the 1290 portal. It's piped down here and it collects all of the sediment, and then the water is pumped from there into the water treatment plant, which is treated, and then the discharge point is just on the other side of the water treatment plant there. So this contains all of the sediments that are flowing out of the mine. So over here we have the big Ingersoll Run 400 horsepower compressor that is utilized to feed all of the underground equipment with, like the drills and stuff like that. And so that's what that's for. It's all piped into the mine shaft there. So this is the underground rescue station that goes underground. It has supplies for men in case of fire or a cave-in for 48 hours. There's oxygen, it's fireproof, there's food and supplies in there, and it's part of the health and safety code that has to be installed underground. So we're going to drag that under there before we start operations. This is the main shop for mechanics. We do all of the service work in here and do the oil changes and all the maintenance. And this here is the small 2-yard scoop that they use to haul the ore out of the mine to the dump point, and then the larger scoop hauls it outside and dumps it over to where the trucking pads are. So this is the electrical coagulation water treatment system that we installed on the project. And over here are the reactors that are charged, okay, electrically charged. And these are sacrificial plates that create iron hydroxide particles, and they charge them so that when we run the water through them, the charged particles grab onto the negatively charged particles and creates a hydroxide. And then that's how we take the zinc and the cadmium and the deleterious metals out of the water. And then it's discharged out into the environment after it's been treated. And over here we have the press, okay? And this is where the material that is like the solids that have been removed are pressed out and dried. And this is what basically you end up with, is this material here. And it's very minimal compared to what you'll get with a conventional high-density sludge system. So we produce very minimal amounts of sludge, and that's a priority, and that's why we chose to put this EC system in versus a high-density sludge. Environmentally, it's much more sensible and more environmentally friendly. So yeah, and all of these are basically behind us are the big tanks, the flock tanks, the defoam tanks, the main influx tank. So it's a fairly complicated system, but it's very efficient.
Well, here I am trying to look like a miner out of my suit and tie We're standing next to our chief geologist, Bill Cronk, in front of the mine portal. You know, I've never seen a mine portal like this. You know, this looks like a entrance to a ski chalet, and but it just shows you the pride that went into this project. The family, the Terasol family, and the workers there had a lot of pride in putting this project together, and I think this is just speaks to that.